Lashid, for you. Here's my part two that I promised to you. Okay, never mind. That was kind of corny. And again, I am Fragments of Memory, aka the Armchair Philosopher. Now, you talked about it as just as the black man has had frustrations in society dealing with unemployment, underemployment, and then, of course, maybe having to turn over to a life of crime in order to survive. Or if he's trying to do the right thing, he has to deal with a woman who looks at him with contempt and scorn and disrespect, and she might belittle him. Well, she too is going through her struggles. You were talking about jumping through the hoops in white society. Like a black woman couldn't, it was harder for a black woman to complain about sexual harassment. Um, the Duke lacrosse players incident with the young black girl that said she was raped by the Duke lacrosse players. Now, I remember when all that was going on because Fox News was protecting. They were protecting the Duke players and accusing this girl damn near of being a liar. She's a whore. She's a bad person. They assassinated her character left and right. Now, I don't know what happened because obviously I was not there and I don't know what went down. But I do remember how Fox News, or shall I say faux news or fixed noise, they came in and they straight blasted this poor girl. And if she lied, that's one thing. But they already made her a liar and they were quick to defend the Duke lacrosse players. So I can sort of see where you're coming from, where accusing that black woman, if she tries to step to that white person, she's automatically the first one to get fired. She's always singled out because of her blackness. Then there is the frustration between the black man and the black woman. There is that frustration because I got it right. Why can't you get it right, brother? And sister, why you on me like this? And there seems to be this conflict. um, you talked about the McDonald's incident. Now I did a video about that, and I feel that the gentleman was well within his rights to defend himself. Was he excessive? I don't know. I'm not going to go too far with that. You know, all of our lives were taught not to beat women, not to hit them, and I'm all for that. But in that case, I felt as though being someone who works in a food service, right now I scoop ice cream. So if someone were to jump behind my counter after smacking me in the face and cursing at me, and then trying to attack me from two sides, I think my fight or flight would kick in, and I would probably go whack whack. Now I don't think it's entertaining. I don't think it's fun, but I do think he defended himself. But that's another side note. Um, that Oprah thing with the 42% black women single. I'm an educated black woman. No man can be on my level. And sometimes I do feel like we're on that whole. We go to too many extremes. On one end, we're calling black women bitches and whores and excuse my language. And we're saying they're the worst things of creation. But then on the flip side, we're calling her, she's like God on a mountaintop, and you're not worthy to approach her. And that too is a bad way of thinking. So I think we need to kind of come in the middle and let's try to have some love between one another without it being you trying to be on a mountaintop above me or me trying to kick you down in the mud. We got to stop pushing each other down in the mud. It seems that we are throwing one another under the bus. Um, the Oprah show, beating down the black woman with their plight. Oh, the black men are gay or dead or in jail and blah 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 blah. Oh, go find a white man or a Chinese man or an Arab man. He'll treat you better. And there seems to be that message of the black man is not this good man. He's worthless. He is dirty. He is nothing. And that is not true. But unfortunately, who runs the media, who controls the media, who puts the advertising dollars in the media is probably not someone that looks like me. It's more, or nor someone that looks like you. It's probably someone that, well, looks like Mr. Rogers, or you get my drift. And it does seem that the white man is always seen as the hero, and the black man is always the wayward youth, or the crackhead, or the smackhead, or whatever else in a lot of media things. Um, what else? I'm just looking through my notes here, so don't mind if I'm looking down occasionally. You do mention that there are puppet strings attached. I'll agree with you that there seems to be We seem to be under the control of others. We let others dictate how we are supposed to love ourselves or not love ourselves. And unfortunately, we feel inferior because we don't measure up to some other group standard. Do the Indians and do the Chinese and do the Arabs have this issue? Most likely not. It's just us here, born and bred in America. And of course, on the flip side, the black woman has become the black man's boogeyman. Like, she out to get you. All she wants is your paper. She don't care about you as an individual. You're just a money source. And then they tell the black woman, "Oh yes." So I can kind of see both sides of it. I do see the messed up things black women do, but I see the messed up things brothers do too. And we gotta put aside all that. We gotta put aside all of our craziness and just, well, really, like, take a long look at ourselves, then take a good look at each other, and then let's try to fix what has been broken. There's a book I did a review of a book called The Female Solution, which was written by Naima Latif. If you read that, and there's a lot of good books on the black condition in this country, but Naima Latif, great sister, go see her channel. She's awesome. And even you even mentioned touched a little bit on how now they say to the black woman, "Oh, you don't need the black man. You can get you another man, or you can get you a woman. Women treat women better because a woman knows what a woman wants." So now we're just kind of all whacked out crazy, and our family structure suffers, and in essence, the nation suffers because now there's more criminals. There's more criminals. There's more jails built because prison is a big business. It's a big, 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 big business. It got so deep, like, the building of the cells, the selling of the prison clothing, the making of all of that is all big profitable business. And we're the material, the raw material that's being harvested to create the big business successes. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. Lashid, for you. Your vids are great, and I did you a favor. I showed you my face and not the face of Abe Lincoln this time. So there you go. Be easy like Sunday morning. Take care. Peace.